dawn. Out of the ashes and beyond the night, beyond the masses and into the light, beyond all time in this adventure we chose. We will never give up. We are beyond heroes, beyond heroes.
Hello, everyone. This is Beyond Heroes. I am joined by an amazing and illustrious cast, including Lauren Urban, who's playing Orkira Eldrex, the Dragonborn who has golden wings. We've got TJ Storm playing. Who are you playing? TJ Storm? I can't remember. Keen. Dea Pereth. We have Jennifer Kretchmer playing Alyndra Sarrbarand, also Daughter of Oblivion. Hope LaVelle playing Penelope Halfpint, and Adam Bradford playing Briv Steelmarrow. These are the Beyond Heroes. And Beyond Heroes, for those that don't know, is this
him.
Yeah, are we missing someone?
Sorry.
I passed my stealth check. Yes.
How could I forget? Because his camera wasn't on my camera list. We have Mr. Freely, the jack of all trades, being played by B. Dave Walters, and our latest cast member.
I'm the littlest halfling.
The littlest one. So Beyond Heroes
God
is
bless us, everyone.
Yes. We'll make sure we have the holiday special. I don't know who Scrooge is, but I'm willing to
Briv.
say it's
Briv.
Briv.
I was gonna go Averin, but I'll go Briv, sure.
That's true.
Oh gosh, Averin can be his own ghost of past, present, and future.
It's a one-man show. It's a one-man game. So let's just play all the roles. Yeah.
It's a wonderful lie.
Yeah. It's a wonderful lie.
It writes itself.
All right. So Beyond Heroes, other than us coming up with different show ideas, is a series of one-shots that culminates into one giant campaign. You can watch this show at any point that you want to, and you don't need to know the previous episodes. We encourage you to watch them, but it doesn't matter because every one of these episodes ends in 2 hours. And that's all the time that our brave adventurers have to finish their mission. Today's episode voted by the public, who have decided out of 3 choices, they chose Planescapers. And that means currently you are all in the elemental plane of fire, joined by Orkira Eldrex. And in front of you is a large river of pure magma. It's hard to breathe because of the intense heat of this plane of existence, and also ash is falling from the sky in a large lightning storm above a volcano that has been sculpted by magic itself to almost appear like a tower, a dark tower. And it is currently in a constant state of eruption. Large pieces of flaming cinders and rocks are flying out of the volcano as smoke is billowing, making it almost impossible to approach. What do you do?
What are we standing on?
You are standing on obsidian.
Hi everyone, welcome home.
You guys ever notice that we never get to go to like the elemental plane of like ice cream and chocolate chips?
Is that a place?
I would hope so.
I hope so too. I hope it's not too close to this place.
No, all the ice cream would melt.
Then it would be the elemental plane of milkshakes.
That sounds delicious.
Yeah,
That's
that's not
where
too
I
bad
wanna
either.
Go to
We're
retire.
lactose intolerant though.
Do you think this
so-
place is delicious? Let's try.
No.
You take 3 points of damage.
Penelope
Delicious
Briv
damage.
is rubbing off on thee.
I like dirt. I like dirt.
I don't know
All
if
right.
you're gonna find much dirt here.
Well, it's like flaming. Okay, Orkira, this
Oh.
is your mission. What are we here to do?
Okay.
Well, it's kind of my god's mission. We're here to talk to them.
Does that mean I'm a cleric now?
Would you like to join in the worship of a phoenix? I can introduce you. They're really nice. Little hot.
Or Ogma is wonderful too.
Ogma's pretty cool.
Yeah, the phoenix.
Orkira reaches into her bag and pulls out her bag of marshmallows and offers it to Freely and says, "We have snacks."
Wait, is this wait? Oh, wait, hang on. I poke one on the tip of my sword and hold it near the lava to toast it a little bit. And I'm like, oh, crusty on the outside. Yeah.
I pull out my collapsible 10-foot pole and I do the same thing over the lava flow. And I'm like, see, you're already halfway there. Isn't
10
this-
feet.
Well, you know, you don't want to get too close to lava. I'm resistant. I'm not immune. It still hurts. So 10 feet.
Orkira, along with the snacks, did your god give us any instruction? A mission, a reason that we're standing in a quite warm spot?
Did I get anything other than what
Your
was in
mission
the email?
is to meet with your god, the Phoenix, the primordial would be a better way to explain it.
Yeah, we're gonna find out when we go talk to the Phoenix, I guess.
While my friends are roasting marshmallows, I remain in my winter. When better than when surrounded by death and marshmallows. That said, I look for signs of her god, a place a phoenix would reside.
Oh, you're looking at it right now. The big carved volcano ahead of you.
Yeah, that's why I said
Oh.
welcome home. See,
Thou canst miss it.
it's pretty. Well, I mean, in fairness, there's a lot of that volcano stuff going on this plane, but you know, this specific one that's theirs.
It is horribly hot. It's around 130 degrees. So you are profusely sweating.
Can I put a tiny hut on a Tensor's floating disc and create a Tensor's floating bubble of comfort?
No.
Nice try.
No, I'm gonna not allow that.
Penelope is like sweating, so she's just gonna be like, yes, I must be in my winter as well. Pink winter, like king.
I prestidigitate a cool wind around her.
It's working. It's working.
I'm losing all this water weight. I'm going to be shredded after this. I do look for a path. Is there any clear footpath or anything? across?
No, it's surrounded by magma and the volcano is still exploding. So
How do we approach Orkira?
Give me a minute. Do I remember where I'm supposed to go and what I'm supposed to do in order to make the door happen?
you need to do some kind of prayer to the Phoenix to get the volcano to stop erupting so you can approach.
Okay. Is there a specific one that I do,
No,
or is it I just?
let me
okay.
know what you think would be appropriate.
Oh, what I think is appropriate and what Orkira thinks is appropriate are two different things. So Orkira is going to grab her book and look at all of you and say, "Yeah, just give me a second. It's like a protection thing," and I'll walk as far forward as I can until it's going to be dangerous. And holding the book, look up and close my eyes, and out loud I'm going to say, "I am here. I missed you. You wanted to see me? I brought my friends. Can we come in?"
The eruption from the volcano suddenly stops.
Thank you.
Oh, wow. Are you a druid?
Oh, no.
That
Just
was
a
very
cleric.
cool.
Well, I just asked. That Phoenix did that. Come on, I'll show you around. It's really neat. I'm assuming there's a passage.
There is still a river of magma, however. Yeah.
Powerful phoenix creature, wilt thou also stop the flow of other massively powerful and dangerous lava fire things all about us?
He's very good at that.
You hear like a caca in the distance. Some fiery
no,
bird.
But I
Perhaps
cast
thou
fly
shouldst
on
ask.
us, and we can fly.
Oh, yeah, it's gonna be a little hot in there. We should probably do some stuff. Who is probably gonna be the least able to resist the heat?
Everyone who's made out of moisture.
Because I can put protection from energy on one person and give you resistance to fire, but
I don't know that you think that
that's
that's necessary in this case. Yeah, this is not like a dangerous place for you or your friends. I mean, it's a hot place, but
but not so hot that we're gonna have to worry about, say, fire damage?
Well, I mean,
Yeah.
this is a very unlikely place for someone to cross the Phoenix, so you feel relatively safe.
It'll be fine.
I'm
on.
standing very much in Kane's bubble, like trying to soak up some of the frost from his winter. Yeah.
You are standing in front of the air conditioner that is Keen Day at Bradford.
Yeah.
Just don't step in anything that's glowing. That's all.
That is just good life advice.
That's, yeah. I found that to be exceptionally true in all states. So
We
Can
flying over?
cast fly on some of us if that would help. Otherwise, we could get across other ways. But that seems to be the simplest.
all right.
Anyone?
How many
No?
how many people can you cast fly on?
I can upcast fly so that it is on me and on one additional creature. So I can get 2 of us.
Okay. So
Or I can get 2 people and then Misty step across myself.
okay.
I can
Let
carry
me know what you want to do.
I can carry
So-
someone too as an eagle.
Okay.
I will
Right, so-
ride the eagle. If I
Yay!
Keen rides Penelope or Kira. You want to take Briv? Do you want to take
Freely is
This is like
Really? Who wants
dodgeball.
Well,
Yeah.
Kira must be very strong.
yeah.
She is
I-
to carry
I'll
Briv.
put it another way. Briv or Freely, would one of you like to fly?
I'll ride with Orkira because I think she's the less likely to get shot out of the sky here.
Make Briv fly. Make Briv fly.
All right, Briv.
Briv practically
all right with
flies
you?
already through his mighty leaps, but if thou art willing to improve mine prowess, then have at it.
All right, I cast fly on me and Briv. It will last up to 10 minutes, and we can fly.
Briv's a little unused to this, and
Yes,
like
please
his bottom
describe
half
it.
kind of like starts rising up butt first, you know, and he
Yeah.
just kind of waves his arms, eventually gets it. Think Peter Pan in the bedroom.
Yeah.
I was
and so-
I was thinking fizzy lifting drinks from Willy Wonka.
I was thinking Woodstock from Charlie Brown. You know.
Yeah, so
we all have a cartoon reference for
all of the above. And so Briv eventually gets the hang of it, though.
Yeah, as we see this massive flowing river of magma, we see Orkira take flight and grab Freely, which Freely almost makes Orkira look like a full-size dragon, and flies over. And then we see Alyndra slowly glide over in a very elegant kind of elven way, and at the same time, Penelope half pint with the mighty Aladrin Keen flies past, and then but first we see Briv Stilmero. So hover, go down, go back up into frame, and then move more off to frame. Across the magma.
I end up in a really mighty looking breaststroke. So that's I believe that I have to swim through the air. So
Yeah.
Great job, buddy. Great job.
You look beautiful, Briv.
Everyone,
majestic.
huzzah.
you do drop some like loose change. It falls into the magma, that kind of thing. So you are now across, and I'm assuming everyone's still flying and making good time, so you can actually get to the very mouth of the volcano at the very top. And in it, you can see the glow of the phoenix in what is essentially this massive cathedral-like cavern inside the volcano, in the very crater of it.
Oh, wow. Well, Kira, the sanctuary of your god is beautiful.
They did all the renovations themselves.
It's lovely.
Before you is the phoenix, which is several stories tall and wreathed in pure flame.
I do not advance. I take a knee and lower my head.
Okay.
Keen, you dropped
I
something.
look to Orkira for protocol here.
Have I ever brought anyone here, or is this the first time?
This is the first time.
Oh, then I see what Keen and Alyndra are doing, I look to the Phoenix and I go, did they need to wipe their feet or something? Was I supposed to tell them to do something?
It
Right.
does. It responds to Keen and also slowly bows its head at the same time in the exact manner that Keen does.
My relationship with my god is very different. So I go, "Oh, Orkira, you, a wondrous servant of the Phoenix, have brought us before your great and powerful god. You are humble and wise, Orkira."
Oh, okay, thanks.
And then I bow.
The Phoenix cocks its head at Orkira,
I
just ever so
shrug.
slightly, like.
Briv swims through the air, like closer and closer to the Phoenix, just to get as close of a look as he comfortably can.
It's amazing. In all this darkness that is the volcano, there is a glowing from beneath as you are on this kind of bridge made of obsidian and granite leading all the way up to the Phoenix itself. And it's awe-inspiring. I mean, this thing is massive on a scale that is hard to conceptualize, that this thing is somehow alive and also made of pure fire. But as you get close, you can feel your skin dry out and start to kind of burn. You know, that feeling when you get too close to a fire at the same time. But you sense a strange sort of calm and benevolence from this creature, even though this is such a volatile and dangerous location.
I think Griff is looking at this giant winged deity who is similarly structured to Griff and sort of imitating the Phoenix's pose a little bit, trying to like whatever the Phoenix is doing.
Puff
Griff
out the
is sort
chest
of like
a little bit more,
yeah,
put the
just
shoulders back.
Got a
Maybe a
little bit of pride
jealous.
happening. Yeah, more like a big sibling relationship, sort of going, "Ooh, oh, this is how you do this. This is impressive." Like
through all of this like pomp and circumstance that Orkira is not used to, she's also like beaming because she's kind of proud of this moment that everybody gets to meet each other. It's kind of like when your parents meet your friends and everybody gets along, and she's also just super happy being here. So I don't have any kind of ceremony or anything. So just hi. You said I needed to come, and you had something important to do, and everybody came because they're awesome.
Greetings, Phoenix. We are honored to be here, and how should we address you? How do you like to be called? Is there a way you'd like us to behave? We're very new at this.
Hail and well met, fiery bird thing. I am
To avoid
Briv Steelmarrow.
Perhaps.
I am sure thou hast heard of me. What is it that thou wouldst have us do?
Something has crossed a threshold, and you feel the bones in your body vibrate, and the entire cavern kind of shake as it speaks. And the lava seems to boil even more. And Orkira's horns, your horns almost resonate when it speaks to you. And it's hard to tell if this is vocal or if it's in your brain. It's so loud. As the Phoenix speaks, there is a world that has been intruded upon. You must go there and seek them out. They do not belong, nor are they welcome.
Who are they?
Demons.
Well, they're not really welcome anywhere. Where'd they end up? Are they here?
No, they are over there. And you see one of the waterfalls of lava part, and you can see a glowing green portal where the lava parts. And what is forming portal to another world.
Freely heads towards it. All right, time to go to work.
Before we go, well, so where is that? And where is that? And anything else you can tell us about what
I
we're supposed
feel
to?
like this
first,
truly
think
could have
later.
been a message or a sending to make us come here first. I mean,
I
we
do
could have
not.
just gone straight there.
We got
Know
to go
the
somewhere
name.
we've never been before. This is an honor.
This is a terrible place.
Oh, come on! I mean, it's not so bad.
Do you
I had
see
marshmallows and everything.
The stonework
Our Eladrin
and
is
the glass?
is in his winter the whole time he's here. So
He's
clearly
always in his
this is
winter.
not a
He's
good
been
place.
quite pouty recently.
And now Orkira is all confused because everybody's arguing in front of her god, and so she's going to turn back to the Phoenix and go, yeah, sorry about that. Where is that? Where are we going?
I do not have a name. It is a place
Okay.
powerful for my kind. A place where we won.
Okay.
Can you tell us anything that might protect us?
No.
Or any information?
I sense something wrong with the weave. Someone is attempting to do something strange.
And it's demonic, it's fiends, it's bad things.
Yes.
All right. Well, she'll look at everybody again and then like puff up her chest and be like, thank you, oh magnificent creature, for your wisdom and your guidance. And I'm going to continue to pray unto you for Briv, can you help me out here?
I put my hand on her shoulder. My kind have been in close contact with the elements and the representatives of those elements for a very long time. Your will be done. The demons will be cleansed. You have my word. Shall we, Orkira?
You have my word too. Yes, absolutely. Bye, I'll see you later. And then as we're walking away, I'm going to whisper to Keen, oh, thanks. I don't.
I
know
turn
how to do
her
that
around so
formal
she
thing.
does not turn her back on the Great Phoenix. I bow.
Oh, all right.
The Phoenix
Briv-
bows back.
Briv begins to fly and his butt just kind of rises just a little bit more. Starts
I'm trying to
swinging his
fly
way toward the
backwards.
door.
Very awkward.
Yeah. Someone's gonna have to like warn Keen he's about to fall off the bridge at one point. And just kind of steady him from behind as well.
Griff sort of taps him on the shoulder to alert him.
Don't fall into the lava pit.
Just before we head through the
Floor
portal,
is literally lava. Don't walk
The floor
on
is
it.
lava. The floor is lava.
The floor is lava.
yes, it is. Isn't it awesome?
All right, you stand before a waterfall made out of pure molten lava at this very moment, but between the part in it is a green glowing energy. Who's the first one to go through?
Oh, freely goes. I really didn't stop. I was like, all right.
Freely's been gone.
Like, don't worry, you guys. I'll take care of it. You guys hang out.
All right, who else goes through?
I suppose if this is where we are being instructed to go, I'll follow.
Okay. You
I'll
all
Give one
pass?
last wave to my god and be like, all right, I'll see you later. Bye. Tell me if you need anything else and pop on through.
All right, you pop on through. The very first person who sees it, freely, you are greeted, and it's such a wonderful change from 140 degrees of heat, and you're sweating from this horrible, this intense volcano experience. You've just been blasted by waves of heat coming from a virtual god itself. You step through the portal, and now it's 150 degrees. It is. You see before you an endless plain of sand dunes and some brush here and there, and a large red sun far above you.
Yeah, but like a 16-pack after this. Yes.
Each of you passes through the portal and see the same thing. There's wind blowing in your face, full of grit and sand, and it is intensely hot, making you wish to go for whatever beverage you can find right now, or to just you're already in need of water and feeling like you're getting more and more dehydrated every second that you're here.
Does
I
anybody
will-
have a bucket?
I will cast a tiny hut so that we can be protected for the moment while we strategize.
Okay. You
What
cast
dost
Tiny
thou
Hut.
need a bucket for, Penelope?
Because I can create water for everybody. But I
Not-
I can't create
Not in the
a-
Briv way.
No, I mean I could do that too, but I know I can actually create drinking water for you.
As you cast Tiny Hut, all of the brush dies within 6 feet of the tiny hut
Ooh.
and blackens.
Mm-hmm.
What?
Yeah.
Why are
Yep.
you so happy? What?
No.
That's Jen being happy. That's not Alyndra being happy. That's Jen being really, really, really happy and excited. Thank
This
you,
does
Todd.
seem downright unnatural.
Yeah, what just
That is
happened?
bizarre. How did that? That's not what normally happens.
When I look up at the sun, is the sun a particularly dark sun?
One could say that. One could say it was a very dark sun.
Have my people heard of this place?
No, they're unaware of it.
Oh.
Is everything well dead, mostly? Or on
Oh
its way?
yeah. You've been a planeswalker for quite some time, and you know enough that for winds to be this constantly high and to see this endless landscape of desert, almost an entire world has to be dead to feel like this.
So Briv is just going to like kind of float up again, and his his bum comes up a little bit further, and then he like flies up, and I'm just trying to get an eagle eye view of anything that I can see in the area.
Okay, yeah. Flight is still working, and as you fly up in the distance, you do see what looks like footsteps in the sand coming from a different direction, and there seems to be some sort of camp by some rocks and also other dunes. And I need a perception check to know any more.
13.
No, you don't really notice anything other than it's some sort of camp. There's several tents there. It's makeshift.
I can send Griff.
Okay, you send Griff out there. All right. What is everyone else doing?
Well, I'm
If-
assuming.
No, please.
I was going to say, I'm assuming if when Briv comes down and he tells us, Orkira will just say,
A camp lies ahead. I cannot shake this feeling that I missed something, but a camp does lie ahead.
I'll send Griff.
Okay.
I gotta assume the Phoenix wouldn't just send us here without sending us close by where we need to go. So that's probably a good place to start.
Why don't we just take a moment? I'm literally baking in my armor. Perhaps we can just cool off for a moment in here. Penelope can make some water. We can cool down a bit because, oh my goodness, is it warm? And then we can discuss what we'd like to do since we don't know where we are. Yes?
It's not a terrible idea. Anyone who does not drink water is going to have to make a Constitution saving throw. That's how bad it is.
Roughly how far away is this camp? I'm trying to specifically. I'm trying to figure out if it's within range of our divine sense.
It's over the dune.
Okay, get a
Yeah.
little closer. Okay.
Yeah.
Normally, I just run away when she casts her tiny hut. So this time, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to be different, and I will go into the tiny hut.
Okay.
Welcome.
All right.
It's
So
lovely and cool and temperate in here. There are some cushy chairs, some beds. It's Alyndra's accommodating abode.
as you can, are you looking through Griff's eyes right now? Do you have that
Sure.
ability? Yeah.
Once I
okay,
have
so-
the hut up, yeah.
Okay. So Griff gets closer to the camp, and there are several strange figures that are staying inside of the tents that you can see, that Griff can perceive, even though it's extremely windy, and Griff is having a great deal of trouble like maintaining its balance. But they're almost wrapped in just brown robes and clothing, trying to shield themselves from the heat and the sun. You can't see their faces at all. The workers, however, seem like mostly regular humans and some tieflings who are digging in the sand and unearthing some sort of stone, either floor of some kind of temple or some kind of massive artifact. It's hard to tell what. But the effort is, I mean, the cultists who all have different infernal runes on their robes are being whipped at the same time.
I will describe what I see to everyone in the hut.
To be clear, Alyndra, thou hast observed slaves.
I have observed people being whipped.
When she says that, Freely hammers his water and is like, all right, time to go to work. And goes to head.
Is anyone else wearing armor?
He is growing on me.
Penelope, you've previously been able to help us with a way to toughen our skin. I can't keep wearing this in the heat, and I believe Orkira's can run into the same issue.
Yes, absolutely. Let me see if it's not self.
I make mine own armor and can remove it to relieve myself if needed.
Sometimes he doesn't even remove it. It's just easier.
Sometimes he gets the order wrong.
Just a hole.
Yes, I can help.
I mean,
with
unless Mithril is not going to be, but I think it's going to be too hot.
It's uncomfortable, but it's not going to hurt your attacks.
It's not going to scorch my skin.
I can tell you in 3 hours, yeah, you're going to be cooked.
I think it's safer for me not to do it.
Good thing we'll be done in 2.
Yeah.
Also, you guys, when we get a little closer, I can talk to the people and try and find out. I can, and communicate.
Very good, Freely.
Yeah, we're gonna need more
Let's find
information to
out.
know what exactly is going on.
Because if they are dirty, dirty slavers, then they all shall die and the slave shall be free.
I'm going to also advise that we garb ourselves similarly to those people if we have cloth which we can wrap ourselves in.
Yeah, where do we get that?
What is this cloth that thou dost speak of?
Or not. Just
We
a
can take,
Probably
we'll
don't
just take
have
it from
cloth.
them.
no,
It's
no
a good
scarves
thought.
or anything.
Are you
It's a good
saying that
thought.
this is going to be like a stealth mission and we're going to go in and we're going to disguise ourselves?
Could be.
No.
I don't think we've ever successfully done that.
No, I don't believe so.
Briv does not disguise.
Orkira does not stealth.
All right. So, are you heading up the dune at this very moment?
My goal is to basically get just to the crest of the dune because I can message. I just have to be able to see the person
Yeah.
and I can message them. So I just want to pick basically kind of the nearest slave.
Okay.
Message.
I will join him at a half distance behind so that he is free to move, but he has support nearby.
I'll do
Okay.
the same.
Yeah, everybody filled their water skins, right? If I gave you all water, and then Penelope's just gonna take whatever's left, and she's just gonna like drop it onto her poor dying shrub cloak, that's drying out in the heat.
Oh,
Drink water.
All right.
Stay alive.
is your cloak alive? Is that a living
it's
shrub?
like moss and plants that could easily dry out. I
Maybe
don't
it's got succulents on it.
I wouldn't be surprised. I just never thought of that before.
I am now making a judgment call. It is now called Penelope's Living Cloak.
Oh, I love it.
Oh my gosh.
Of course, now that it's a living cloak, that means it can die. So be aware.
I want it to be sentient. It talks to her.
What is this, like
Wears
a Doctor
pet?
Strange's cloak?
No, it's like a weird druid venom crossover now.
Yeah.
I'm here for that. Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that sounds great.
That'll be season 3. Yes.
Yeah.
So
All right. You do see one of the tieflings whose one of horns has actually been broken and cracked and is feverishly digging into the dirt.
Message. So again, I just have to point at him, and they will hear me, and they can respond to me in their mind. Okay, I say, hey, okay, so don't freak out, but I was sent by a god to help. Are you okay?
There are no gods here.
Yeah, I know. That's like the god's not. It's a cantrip, so I can, I'm like, yeah, no, but the gods are still watching, and they sent us to save you. Are these people hurting you?
Yes. They're whipping me.
What is it?
A
they're
lot.
asking? What are they asking you to dig up?
Something in the ground, which is why we are digging.
You don't know what it is.
No.
So, and are you asking? And if they weren't making you do this, you would like go be somewhere else. Like, are you being enslaved right now? Is what
I would totally not do this if I had the option. Yeah.
Yeah, okay, hold on a second. Hold on. And I turn around and I message back to Kane, like a message daisy chain. Yeah, the people are being enslaved and they don't know what they're doing.
He gets whipped again. He's like, oh.
People are being enslaved and they are being whipped regularly.
This he's
Really says.
Briv just starts to walk forward, heedless of anything else in his path. He's just walking straight towards the town.
I watch him walk by.
I'm with Briv on this. These are people being deprived of their liberty. I don't stand for that anymore.
I message the guy one last time. I say, "Help's on the way. We need a distraction. Cause a distraction right now."
Distraction?
No, I message the slave guy. I'm like, "Help is on the way. Cause a distraction."
Okay.
You're just gonna listen to a voice in your head?
Hey, everybody, look at this.
That's what clerics do.
Everybody, look at this thing I can do.
He is going to be so whipped.
Oh!
So whipped.
Isn't that cool? Guys, is that cool?
I jump up, Eldritch Blast. Like, I don't even tell the rest of the group. Right when he starts doing that, I'm like, that'll do it. Ka-chow.
Oh, something's happening. Let's do this.
If I see a blast happening, I just take off running at this point.
Okay, you start running. It's kind of hard to run down the hill on the dune, but you're managing.
Man, just go with it. Go with the flow. And Penelope
kind of a
turns into
hop, skip. Go and roll an attack roll, Mr. B. Dave Walters.
You're right. Because Eldritch Blast and Message have the same range.
Nice.
All right. Sorry.
Distance snipers.
Yep. I'm terrible and I was not prepared. Sorry.
So Hope, I did get Barkskin, right?
Yeah, I can give it to you if you want.
Okay. Awesome.
But it is concentration, so yes, you're good to go.
Okay, thank you.
Are we still doing? Are we still doing our giveaways on natural 20s for the? There wasn't.
Yes, we are.
Don't panic. That was a 21 to hit one of the cultists.
Okay. Yeah, 21 to hit. All right.
Mhm.
Go and roll your damage. Who wants to be next?
I will start running around the dune to come at them from a different direction.
Okay.
Penelope will
Briv
follow
is going
Keen.
straight
The
on.
main distraction.
So
Alright.
Griff is already there, so Griff will assist whoever gets there first with the help action.
I think Briv's going to be there next. It is kind of a clumsy descent from the dune, just because.
Well, I can fly still, so
That's
if
true,
I feel
yeah,
like
you're-
it's
maybe
clumsy, then I'm going to just walk on the air.
little combo.
Before Briv gets there, can I get a hypnotic pattern up? Because otherwise Briv's going to get caught in it.
How far away can you use hypnotic?
120 feet.
120 feet? Yeah, then you can definitely do it before Briv.
Okay.
Go ahead.
I accidentally sent a private message. That was 12 damage. Sorry, I was trying to.
12 points of damage. All right, one of the ones doing the whipping, Eldritch Blast strikes him in the back and cleanly burns a hole right out of his chest, and he drops to the ground.
Mhm.
And
Yeah.
all of the slaves start scattering immediately.
Yeah.
The tieflings and the humans who are being whipped. Okay.
Good.
All right, hypnotic pattern goes up. What's the saving throw?
15 wisdom.
15.
Oh, I don't have bullets today. My portents are 6, and so I have foreseen this moment they can take a 6.
Okay, okay, one of them takes a 6. One of them does 2 succeed, 3 fail. Of the ones who are been doing the whipping and organizing, they are completely hypnotized. What is the image of the hypnotic pattern that you are using?
I will do an image of a tree in this world. I feel like that would be something that would distract them because it's not something that's
Deeply distracting.
around.
Yeah. However, one of the cultists got a natural 20.
Hey!
On my
Well, that's
bronze
good for everyone
die.
else.
Wait, does that
Audience.
count when you roll the 20s too? Is it?
Yeah, it does.
Totally counts.
So we don't suffer for nothing. Yeah, all right.
A natural 20 in D&D Beyond Heroes means that we raffle off a legendary bundle to anyone who is watching on Twitch currently. So congratulations, whoever you are going to be. And congratulations, cultist number 5.
For not getting caught in the spell.
Yeah.
Thanks,
You
cultist
will
number
die.
5.
I was about to say you'll die last, but actually you're going to die next.
All right.
So as Briv is rushing down, if he sees this pattern go off,
yeah.
unaffected by it. So Briv's past is just littered with slavery. And
Yeah.
so I am trying to find who I think is in charge based on what I can visually see at the moment, whoever I think the head honcho is, or at least whoever I think is in charge of being outside right now.
It is very hard for you to determine, and this is something that is strange. You know the people who are in charge are several. I mean, a lot of figures as you're getting close to the camp of shadowy figures covered in similar robes, but they are not the ones doing the whipping. They're
Yeah.
watching and
That's
waiting.
fine. I'm going after the watchers then.
Okay.
The people who are in charge are typically, the lazy, asses that sit on the sidelines. So that's who I'm going for
Okay.
first. And I am just going to simply, sorry, are they clustered together? Are they spread out?
There's like 5 or 6 very large tents, and all of which hold several of these figures inside.
Okay, but
shadowy figures.
I can actually see them, though.
You can see them, yes.
Okay, and I can reach them.
You'll be able to reach one of them. If you had a ranged weapon, you could, but you need to get into melee distance.
Can I get into melee with one of them?
I'll allow that. Yeah.
Okay, sure.
I'm gonna allow it. You're gonna just have to tear right through a tent.
That's
They're
fine.
all the
That's
tent
totally
openings,
fine.
So you're just gonna have to like slice through the
I have
tent.
a giant sword. I'm
Yeah.
slicing through anything that's in my way. I am rushing towards the nearest shadowy figure.
Okay, and
with
they are
steadfast.
surprised. You have advantage, and you can't see their face because their back is to you. So go ahead.
He doesn't have to. He gets to. It's a feature, not a bug.
That's a 21 to hit with the first attack.
Okay. 21 to hits.
Advantage on the second attack as well.
I'm gonna say so.
Griff is there helping.
Griff's probably not in that tent, but Griff can assist with someone who's a little outside that. They would
Okay.
have noticed an owl
So
flying.
before my second attack, then I am going to use my bonus action. Jeremy Crawford says you can interrupt like that. I'm going to channel divinity, and basically you just see that I start to my skin starts to glow just a very faint blue. Like you probably wouldn't notice it unless you were very close to me. But I'm imbuing myself with essentially an aura of heroism. And I am going to be able to crit on 19 or 20 for the next 10 minutes.
Okay.
All right. So, and you said advantage on the second attack?
Yes, I did.
Well, that's good because that was a 1. And that one's a 19, though. So that's a critical hit.
And
So-
a 1 means we take one of the legendary bundles back.
No, it doesn't count. I had advantage. All right, so
Todd Kenreck comes to your house.
I am going to smite
All right. Go
as
ahead and
well
smite.
on all of this.
Okay, this is a critical hit.
Okay, so, for math is hard.
All right. Who's next? Who's going to be next?
Am I nearby freely?
I'm standing. I would be standing up on the dune, so I would presumably because I just like ha pow 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 pow.
Yeah, okay.
So, yeah.
And so it's freely. So the rest of us are still kind of up on the dune. Still, we still have
Just
to
did
get
50
into...
points of damage.
Oh,
Whoa.
there's so much.
You broke Todd.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's not dead, but it's hurt. Whatever it is, it's screwed. I'm back. I'm back. Am I back?
You are
Yeah.
back now, yes.
Yeah. I got that weird notice. So it slashes. You slash up the back of this thing, and it screeches. And but the wound, there's no blood. No blood flows out of wherever this creature is. But now that its back is exposed to the sunlight, it seems to be almost as much pain from the sunlight itself. And it turns around, and you see the face of a shadow demon looking directly at you.
Oh, so is this is a fiend?
This is a fiend.
All right, I need to give you just a little extra damage then. And that's going to be 15 additional points of damage.
15 additional. What was the initial?
It was 50. So 65, 2 attacks, but 65 points of
It's
damage.
almost dropped by 1 hit point. Yeah, it's still
Oh my
alive.
God.
Yeah. So, and there are 5 others in this this tent.
Smite it. Did you
In
smite
the
yet?
I did smite, yeah.
Yeah, that was the smite.
Okay, all right.
Don't
just
backseat
smitten.
Paladin.
Hey, I'm co-paladin here. I'm
Co-paladin.
We're all on the same team.
Don't Paladin's playing. So who wants to go first?
First or next? What are we doing?
Next.
I'm so
Sorry,
confused.
next. Yeah. Or Kira seemed to indicate she want to go next.
Yeah.
I'm gonna look at everybody still up on the dune. Are any of the rest of you running into that fray?
Oh,
I am
yeah.
running around the dune. I
And
will be there last.
Yeah. Okay.
And
that's
I'm getting into a place that will be good for
Wait,
casting. So
I
maybe
just-
even flying up high.
Or Kira, I need you to roll a perception check.
I'm just saying everybody should probably stay away from the bad people or I won't be able to help.
You always help, Penelope.
Yeah, but
This
not
is
when
true.
you guys are in the way.
That's also true. I got a 21.
You notice several mantis-like creatures who have climbed over the opposite dune and are heading down with large, strange.
Strange what?
Strange
Strange
something.
what?
Strange
Strange what?
Yes, we're under attack. They're
Stranger things.
they're interfering with the stream.
Ah!
Lauren is
We
excited.
Have
Oh.
4 arms.
Oh,
Is everything okay?
no,
Yeah,
we
again.
missed
We
that
had
description.
Yeah.
Oh,
But I know what they are.
I
Wow,
do.
I know
why
they
are
were
we
good
having
for the
so many
I'm
audience
so
at home.
happy to be there.
We
Strange-
heard mantis beings, strange
Yeah,
mantis.
these strange mantis beings are going over the dune, and they have 2 legs and 4 arms, and they're carrying some kind of pole arm that is very intricate and strange. They, for those that are a little wildly, more wildly traveled, such as yourself, Keen, you immediately notice what is the tricrene.
Ugh. I cannot warn them. They will learn themselves. I am too far.
Oh, but I can warn them because I'm right here. I'm like, oh, mantis people. That's interesting. And then I'll reach out and put my hand on Penelope's shoulder and say, I don't know if you're getting into the fray, but we know there's demons down there. Here, I'm going to cast protection from evil and good on you.
Aw.
So that will protect you from bunches of things, mostly fiends. They have disadvantage on attack rolls against the target, and you can't be charmed, frightened, or possessed by them.
Thank you.
I'm going to be concentrating on that. And then I'm going to start to fly over and stay. I want to stay within about 30 feet of
Okay.
people for healing reasons, but I'm not
Okay.
necessarily directly getting into combat.
Okay, you're not getting directly into combat. Okay. You are now hovering over the battlefield, and I would like another perception check as you are doing so. And who would like to go after Orkira?
I think yeah. Oh, Briv, you already went.
The answer is always yes.
I think it's Keen.
Very well.
What?
I am going the long way around the dune. I
Yes.
must travel and will not reach there quite yet. But as I start to
go.
speed up, I start to do eldritch symbols in the air with my free hands. And when I finish, I pull out of myself once, twice, 3 times, and split into mirror images. I continue to run.
I expect you might have learned this from a friend of yours.
There are 3 Keens.
No, there are 4.
Wow. It looks just like him.
Yeah.
I can't tell the difference.
This is so meta right now.
Insert training montage with Keen and Averin. Okay, this is how you fool people.
You teach them to plant a coin. And Keen, yeah.
And
But Averin would never do that to you, Keen.
At the exact moment, Keen, that you are running into the camp and 3 more of you suddenly appear directly in front of you, you see a weird mirage in front of you of 3 figures. And they drop their invisibility, and you see 3 Tri-Kreen appear seemingly out of nowhere directly in front of you.
Did I know this could happen?
You've not encountered Tri-Kreen that could do that before, no.
I informed them that winter has come for them.
Okay. They have been informed. They just kind of look at each other like, you know what that means?
What is
Can I strike or must I wait?
You've cast a spell. You would have cast that spell ahead of time, I would say, while you're running. You could have done that. So yeah, you can go ahead and first they're going to attack you though, because they got the drop on you. As they're prone to do. That only one of them strikes, and now I have to roll 1d4 to see which one hits.
You need to roll a 20-sided. On a 6 or higher, they hit a duplicate.
Because he's once,
slash
twice,
how do I stop
3
this?
times.
How do I stop this? Well, the Tri-Kreens.
And I love.
Oh, it's still happening.
You're gonna make me cry in here, man. It's dusty in this desert. Dusty.
Tri-Kreen just slashes with its strange polearm directly through one of the Keens, and that Keen dissipates also like a mirage in the desert.
I understand polearms and the weight they carry. As he slashes through, I roll over the top of his back, appear behind him, and call to the eldritch space for my weapon, which appears in my hand. I slice up, I slice down, and then I spin it around and pop him in the face.
Okay, go ahead.
And you do the hokey pokey.
It's a really
Armor
basic
class
maneuver. It's like
16,
the first.
Armor class 24.
That
Armor
hits.
class, not 16. Not 16 and 24 are the highest.
It's a 15 armor class.
Thank you. $12 physical on the first, 7 physical on the second, and the flame from my weapon ignites. 10 and 3.
The Tri-Kreen, the green flame jumps onto the Tri-Kreen, and it screams in horror as it runs, desperately rolling around in the sand, trying to get the flames out, and it's finally stops as it succumbs to the burning green flames all over its shell.
Those flames will jump to the next, doing
yes.
another 6 points.
Okay, another 6 points of damage go to the next Tri-Kreen.
And so does my attention.
Is Penelope half fine?
Yay. Okay. So I'm up on the dune, and can I oversee? So basically, as a druid who only has area of effect spells, I need to know the position of some people. So I saw Briv fighting a fiend.
You saw Briv just Kool-Aid Man right into a tent. And so he's in one specific tent.
To be clear, though, Penelope, Briv has previously told you to not worry about him on the battlefield.
Well, this time I might need to. Okay, so there are these like people in robes that aren't doing anything; they're just standing and waiting. Correct?
They're
Yes.
stunned by the pattern that I put in the sky.
Those are not. The
Oh,
other,
these are
the
different?
ones with whips were stunned.
Okay.
And they're still staring at the pattern.
These ones showed up afterwards.
Penelope has a thought that these guys might be bad news and might be bigger fish to fry. So Penelope grabs a little part of her moss and she just shakes it until she gets a little drip of water, and then she says, "Bye, Sahanin." And I'm casting tidal wave on them. The one little droplet of water erupts into a giant tidal wave.
Nice.
So cool.
Huzzah.
These people have never seen that much water in their dreams.
The tidal wave erupts like there was like a secret well beneath the sand, and as it pools up, it can't help but carry silt and sand along with it. So it is a very muddy and saturated, steaming hot tidal wave as it crashes upon. What's the saving throw?
It's a Dex saving throw, DC 14. Is 4d8.
Oh man!
Oh my god! What the?
Keep it going.
Holy crap!
I mean,
What'd you get?
God did need to send us to take care of these guys. So
I have
they must
never
be.
rolled so high on that. Okay, 8 plus 8 plus 6 plus 7.
We have been divinely charged.
Even my fire god is going to help with some water because, doing the god's work with water. Sure, why not?
You've got to know your weaknesses.
29 points of damage for anyone who failed.
You strike one of the tents with tidal wave. Is that correct? That was your point.
I am trying to strike those in the cloth that had arrived.
Oh,
that are standing and waiting.
The ones. Okay, so one of them one of the tents that's full of that gets struck by a tidal wave, and all of them get washed away, and the robes get opened up, and you see the faces of 5 shadow demons, all who are now laying prone, being struck by the waves, and screeching now that they're exposed to sunlight. All right, so that I believe is everybody. One of the shadow demons rushes forward to what they were uncovering in the dust was some sort of strange, intricate pattern that almost looks like a tree.
Can I recognize it as anything?
Make me an Arcana check, and you can.
29.
It looks like the world tree.
Oh,
Getting eggy with it.
At this moment, the shadow demon reaches into one of the slavers who was shot right through the chest with Eldritch Blast and tears out one of its heart and slams it onto the stone floor of this pattern. And immediately, blue, white, piercing light explodes up into the sky, and sand explodes all around it. And the entire area is filled with was essentially a sandstorm.
Oh, that can't be good.
No.
And you hear screams, and you see shadows moving in the clouds. But now everyone basically has half cover, and also visibility is down to 10 feet. But you can see the light.
Whose turn?
Is it? Are we back around to me?
We're back around to we're back around to Freely.
Okay. Visibility is 10 feet. They got those guys down there. All right. I am going to. Oh, it's only 15 feet out from me. Are any of them? So when the other guys arrived, were any of them either within 15 feet of me, or do I feel like I could run straight forward and get within 15 feet of the ones that teleported in? Because I know I can't see them, but if I even remember, like they were over that way and just run that way. Because
Yeah, you can. Yeah.
I'm gonna run over.
Are you
and
heading towards where Keen was?
I'm running towards where the manted creatures were.
Yeah.
Because
yeah.
I wanna run towards them and hit Thunderwave.
Okay. Yeah.
I realize I can't see them, but I'm like, you're here somewhere.
Just hit everything.
Yeah.
You run over there, you hit Thunderwave, and for a brief moment in the sandstorm, there is a pocket of no sand. Thunderwave explodes.
And one little angry halfling in the middle. Yeah.
Yeah, it's the superhero landing.
Exactly.
Yeah. All right, go ahead and roll your damage. Let me know what you're doing, Lindy.
I'm going to take a mind spike on the one that looks like a leader.
Okay.
So I'm going to land for my fly and then.
All right,
Mind
go
Spike
ahead
using
and
Briv to
target one of the
help
shadow
triangulate.
demons with Mind Spike, and
Okay.
it has disadvantage.
It's a wisdom save. 15.
Wisdom saving throw. No, it doesn't have disadvantage though. Okay.
They have a con save 14.
Yep.
I did a big old 15 points of damage if they fail to save, and they are also pushed 10 feet if they fail to save. And I blow away anything that's like not locked down.
Okay, so you stun in particular these Tri-Kreen that were up on the hill, and that brief pocket as the sand kind of erupts away, and for one moment you can hear. Strangely enough, even though you cast Thunderwave and the sand is dispersed, you see an open portal in the very center of the camp now, where those weird hieroglyphics were.
That's not good.
And the shadow demons are just jumping in left and right. All of them are just running in a wave and popping into the portal at the exact same moment.
I realize I moved, but I'm going to head towards the portal, and I'm going to do my best to yell like, portal, 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 portal. Portals!
Okay. Freely, that is your action. And Lynn, you are successful. You Mind Spike one of them as they jump
Excellent.
right into the
I'm
portal.
going to upcast as they jump into the portal, but I still will get to do my damage.
Yeah, you still get to do your damage.
It's going to be.
Go and roll that. Briv, what are you doing?
So the one that I really got a great hit on, I'm no stranger to glorious battle. I feel like it's on the edge. I've also seen these others be harmed by sunlight. And so I'm going to actually just try to rush forward with the sandstorm going around out and push this creature in front of me as I'm rushing to the next one, hoping that the sunlight will just dissolve it and then I keep running through it. If I don't see that happen, I will stab it again.
I'm gonna let you take a bonus action to just just do maybe Briv has like a dagger on him, and dagger's just like think like he's not. Right. That's all he has left.
Okay, so
remind me to teach Briv vicious mockery, so you can just talk trash for that.
So Briv just so basically what happens is I form some metal along the back of my hand through my pores and backhand the shadow demon as I continue to rush towards the next one. And if there's sand in the way, I'm just going to keep powering towards the direction that I thought they were, and I'm going to be swinging as soon as I see an unfriendly face.
All right, you kill that shadow demon. The rest have you see shadows moving in the sand, but it's very hard to get like a grip on who is who and what is what right now. But you do see the glowing light ahead of you.
20 damage to the one I have.
All right, you do 20 points of damage to that one. And now we are at Orkira. Orkira, you see this big glowing beacon of light. And because of Thunderwave exploding, you see a brief pocket, and you see this tiny little halfling. You see Freely in the center, and all these Tri-Kreen stunned. And he's running for the portal himself. And you see all these shadow demons all running and jumping into the portal.
Orkira has no idea where they're going, what they're doing, what is this portal, any of it. But her god has said that this is all bad. So she's got to assume that this is all bad. So she wants to fly to the portal, and she's not going to go into it because she doesn't know where it goes. But I want to get as close to it as I can, and I'm going to cast Guardian of Faith.
Okay. You do so. Tell everyone at home what that does.
So, Guardian of Faith, a large spectral guardian appears and hovers for the duration in an unoccupied space that you choose that you can see within range. So, once I'm within 30 feet of the portal, that's where my guardian appears. It occupies the space and is indistinct except for a gleaming sword and shield emblazoned with the symbol of your deity. So, unlike my spiritual weapon, which is an actual little tiny phoenix, this is like a big shield with the phoenix on it and glowing sword. So any creature hostile to me that moves into a space within 10 feet of the Guardian for the first time on a turn must make a dexterity saving throw. DC is 15. If they fail, they take 20 radiant damage. If they succeed, they take half. And the Guardian does vanish after it does a total amount of damage. So I'm placing that right there in the hopes that I can prevent any of... because I don't know where they're going or what's on the other side of this portal, but shadow demons are bad. And so I want as many of them destroyed or stopped as possible.
As this thing drops, immediately the five who got themselves up off the ground from Penelope Half-Pint's tidal wave and started running towards the portal right as your guardian drops right in front of them, and radiant damage explodes, and they just are eviscerated into dust. You just see the silhouettes of 5 shadow demons who are soaking wet at the time, just turn into steam and darkness.
And I will stay nearby my guardian to help out however I can, because I don't want anything going through this portal.
King Deapreth, you are hit by 17 points of damage from 3 shurikens being thrown by the Tricrine.
The winter expects as much. No problem. I return the favor with pain.
Okay.
Blade flashes out, first to the one that is already on fire. I have already rolled it to speed things along. The lowest number that I have is armor class 19. I did well this round. That first hit is 9 points of damage to the one that is already burning.
Okay.
If he is standing, I will hit him again for another 9 points of damage.
It's dead. How do you kill it?
I strike him in the leg, and when he bends over in pain, I bend the blade from the other direction and split his skull towards the sand. I do not want the blood on me. I want it to sink into the sand. Then I pole vault through his skull and slam into the last one.
Okay.
Last strike, and the fire from the first one jumps to that one before I get to it. That is worth 13 points of fire damage. The butt end strike hits for a total of 8 points of damage.
All right. That Tricrine immediately burrows into the sand as a reaction to your attack.
Is he leaving my space of attack?
He's trying to, yes.
I use an attack of opportunity. That is the right of the sentinel. I strike. Armor class 18.
Yep, you hit.
Not only is he hit, his movement is reduced to 0. He will stay and witness winter. 9 points of damage, and the flames create 8 more points on top of that.
Not only does it move, it stops moving, and you can see green flames flickering from underneath the sand as something is being cooked beneath.
I look to my friends and begin to move 30 feet towards the ones that are in need.
Oh, I had this once where you roast a pig under the sand and it's delicious.
Ew.
Perhaps mantis would be similar.
No, this looks pretty yucky.
Penelope, you on your turn, you see the rest of the shadow demons that have survived jump into the portal. Many like screeching as they're exposed to the radiant damage of the guardian that Orkira put down, and the portal starts to seem to be winking out of existence. This light starts to flutter over and over again. All of the slaves have now run and are running into the desert, and most of the Tricrine are not focused on the slaves. They are actively killing the slavers themselves. or they're flat out running away. So
Or they're
not,
dead. They've
they're
been
not engaging
exterminated.
in melee combat. They're throwing shurikens of some sort.
How far am I
Wait,
from the
they're
portal?
killing the slavers or slaves?
Slavers.
The slavers. But they're
The
no friends
shadow
of yours
demons are
either.
killing the slavers, but not the slaves.
No
Yeah.
loose ends.
They're my friend. If they're
So
killing
how
the
far am I
slaves.
from the portal?
You're not too far. If you do just all run, you can get there.
Well, our job was to get them out of this realm, right? So if we've gotten them all through...
Did Freely jump into the portal?
I'm trying to. You tell me when I make it. I'm definitely trying to.
Your next turn is you jumping in.
Okay, if Penelope saw Freely jumping in, she's gonna think that she needs to as well.
Okay.
So you're saying that it's within 50 feet, or is it
Yeah,
further?
yeah, you can do it.
All right, Penelope will use her 25 feet to run, and then she'll dash for her action.
Okay.
All right, I guess we're going through another portal.
Freely, you pop into the portal, and you're like, oh, this one makes me super nauseous.
Yeah.
As you descend, you just hop down through, and Penelope Halfling jumps through the portal as well.
Don't act first without me!
Yeah. I'm like, but we land
You
cool.
look resplendent as there are just 3 tricrene bodies burning with green flame all around you. As sand is like whipping around you and you're in your winter. And the flames die down a little bit as you walk by because of the coldness around you. And
I'm
then
gonna-
rise back up as you leave.
Call out to Keen. The halflings are running through the portal. We should go.
Very well. I follow.
Okay, you jump in. Anyone else?
I guess
we're
we're
now out of
portal
combat.
jumping again.
I mean, I'm trying to get there through the sandstorm, but if I heard what was said that they went through the portal, I am definitely going as well.
Okay.
Are there any other of the shadow demons left, or are they all either dead or through the portal?
They're dead or through the portal.
Can I
And
see
then-
what the object was that they were unearthing before we dive through?
That's clearly a portal. Old runic magic, possibly giants. But it is a symbol of Yggdrasil, the world tree.
I
Not
would like
belonging to this
to-
world.
I would like to learn it, and as much as possible,
Okay.
for my own future use. And is there anything to do to prevent it reopening on this world? I can't take
the
it with me,
sand
right?
will likely take it again, and all the
Okay.
bodies with it.
I will encourage that as much as I can.
Okay.
As you're doing that, Orkira will say, my guardian's going to hang out here for 8 hours, so I'll just tell it to not be happy with anybody that comes nearby.
Let's keep it covered.
I love that's Orkira's like nice way of saying destroy anything that comes. just
Gently
don't be nice.
persuade with lots
With
of radiant
death.
damage and a giant sword. Yeah.
Just persuade with violence. That's how we do it.
That is how we do it.
Persuade by looking really intimidating as a glowing sword, and then if you get close, guess what? That was your own fault.
All right. Is everyone jumping through? Orkira, I imagine you're doing like some kind of epic like fly up in the air and then flying straight down
Nice.
into the portal.
I'd love to. I don't know how epic it'll be, but that's what in her head. That's what she thinks is going to happen.
Yeah, in your head. What's actually happening isn't necessarily what you're getting.
It's slightly ungainly, but it works.
All right. You all pass through the portal, including Briv, correct?
Yes.
Want to make sure? Okay. Leave no Briv behind.
And Briv will
little
rule
hand
over
comes
Dark Sun
back
for
to the-
all of time.
A hand comes back through the portal, grabs his ankle,
I just didn't know if he could get there in time, but if he could,
We'll have
he's
another
definitely
adventure
there.
where we like find Briv. You all pass through, and some of you almost succumb to nausea. I need Constitution checks real
If
quick.
you're within
as-
10 feet of me, you get +4 on that.
I guess we
Okay.
all are at this point.
The big
Oh,
old
dear.
22.
You need
No,
a
never
check or a save.
Save.
By the way, I got a natural 1.
Oh,
It's a
you
20,
are
25.
Dirty
perfect.
20.
Yeah. Okay.
I got a 7.
Yeah. Or
You're
Kira.
22.
Yeah. Or,
13.
Well, you're near Briv, so 5.
Oh,
Yeah,
Oh,
as
yeah.
wonderful as your flying was, Orkira,
17.
you pop through and you're immediately just like just everywhere, and it floats in the air.
Oh.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's
just
the worst.
Dragonborn
Oh, no.
vomit, which is slightly acidic, is just
You have a
floating
barf bag
in
of
the air.
holding. Use it.
No, I don't. I gave that back. That was a bad idea.
Penelope
Although
makes
now
a
that I know
little
what's in that
hiccup vomit. It pops out a little bubble.
Briv, I bet you 5 gold you won't taste it.
Oh,
No.
what's marshmallow anyway?
Make it 50 and thou art on.
No. All we need is for all of us to be sick and not be able to fight. I'm gonna prestidigitate it away. I'm gonna throw a healing word on Orkira and Penelope if she's sick too.
I literally can have an iron stomach, Alyndra. I shall be fine.
My
Don't
shredded up abs protected me.
You have an iron stomach, but we don't. We don't want to see that.
I'm supposed to know which way is up. This is.
Immediately, you feel yourself on the edge of a crystal, flying through the sky. Lightning erupts all around you. There is no up. There is no down. You are merely floating. I need our Arcana check from Keen Deapreth and Alyndra Sarrbarand.
Bardic inspiration on Kane. This seems like your type of thing, buddy.
28.
22.
Very motivating.
All right, you both realize by the complete lack of gravity and weird lightning, you see actual like giant, massive land masses just colliding, almost like asteroids, and exploding. Things are shifting and twisting. You see a molten river of lava turn into pure stone. It suddenly is now raining where you are at on this shard of crystal and becomes snow at the same time, and then
we're in
begins
chaos.
hailing. You are in limbo.
In limbo.
Oh, hey, I know this one.
My stomach's not
Do I
in
know
limbo.
enough about this to know how to travel in limbo?
You have done enough. Both you, well, Keen in his travels knows enough, though he may not have been here, and you know enough from your book studies that intelligence is. You can make an intelligence check to.
All right, you think your way around here.
Yeah, you think your way around.
No way
thinking
you want
is
to
not-
go?
Tis a
Agree.
perfect place for Briv.
No, thinking is not my strong suit. No,
It's
I act.
It's think first act.
You're going to need to think here. It's just the way it
So
works.
before anyone realizes anything has happened, Briv has thought himself to that vomit and is
God.
eating.
Well, I prestidigitated it away. It's not there anymore. I got rid
No,
of it.
he sucks up a little bit.
Yeah,
Oh, God.
It tastes like burnt marshmallows. It's all it is just because that's the only thing she's had to eat today is burnt marshmallows.
I pay the orc. A deal's a deal. No, I slide the
I'm
coins
sorry.
out.
It's kind of
Huzzah.
it's like when your cat's vomits and the dog gets to it first. Like, yeah, you may stop some of it, but not all of it got stopped, kids.
It was meant to be.
Yeah. On the same crystal shard that you're on at the very edge is a strangely ornate bronze brass door
Oh, I want it.
encrusted with gold, and all the shadow demons are opening it and jumping through that as well. And they're floating, and they seem perfectly prepared for this entire scenario.
Freeze.
After it.
All
I'm
right.
not very smart, but I'm trying to.
Before
I'm
we
trying
go
to catch
anywhere,
them,
I
so-
bless everyone. I'm going to bless everybody.
We shall need it.
Can you bless me with a mint or like
I
some
can
licorice
get
or something?
3. So I'll upcast it to get everybody.
Okay. I'm going to basically say that everyone's movement speed is based on their intelligence.
We're not getting anywhere.
Okay, so freely. How are you flying?
I'm trying my hardest, man, but it's like those dreams where you're stuck in mud.
Yeah.
You know? He's just like, but it's like,
Okay, how many feet? How many
I lied.
feet?
I can't get everybody.
I have an intelligence of 8, so you tell me.
You move 8
what-
feet. Okay.
But
So
I mean,
I lied.
he's
I
trying
can't get
so hard.
everybody. So I can only get 2 additional people
Yeah.
and have or 1 additional and have enough spell slots.
Who's it
Okay.
gonna be?
So, I can get 4 with this upcast. So I'm going to get the 2 that are sick.
Okay.
Briv, you're not getting it. I'm sorry.
Briv does not need thine blessing.
And I'll give it to Keen. Sorry,
Okay.
Freely.
All
But
right.
I know
so-
you can bless yourself. So
I will manage
Bless
eventually.
yourself.
Before you wreck
Just
yourself.
Bless yourself. Okay?
Well,
You just,
if you're
like,
casting
just
fly
bless
on yourself, you can also use your intelligence to move other objects, including freely. So you can use your own mind to levitate freely if you wish to. So for anyone with intelligence, go and make an intelligence check if you want to give someone else in the party a boost.
Because
So
at least
she
one
can
little halfling is
levitate.
clearly struggling.
Don't worry, I have the same
16.
intelligence as you.
I will help.
Me
We're
too.
halflings of action, Penelope. And
Penelope.
heart.
I will help Penelope first and Freely second.
Okay.
Penelope's movements is just like she's just like doing cartwheels in the air, like she can't. Like, I'm going. I'll get there eventually.
All right. So you do count as a small character. What'd you roll? Did you get better than DC 10?
Who, me?
Keen.
16.
Oh yeah, yeah. You're able to transport her an extra 30 feet. So you just jettison her through the portal.
Whee!
Oh, I lied. Freely, I can get you 2.
Okay.
Yay.
Just Briv.
Briv still does not need thine blessing.
So he said from the very beginning.
All right. So everyone's flying. Well,
Yay!
Briv already had flight on him before, but yeah.
But that's coming to an end. I need
Okay, yeah,
concentration
yeah.
for other things.
All right. So
It's my turn to
you
go
s-
full Woodstock this time.
Alyndra gets off on being withholding.
And Jen, you still have your bark
Someone
skin. I'm
doesn't
still-
need blessings. So
Jen, I'm still concentrating on your bark skin as well. if you
thank
need it.
you.
is anyone
Um,
trying to assist Briv in shooting through the portal?
Nah.
Briv
I'll
can
give-
move at 10
Okay.
feet.
What does he
Briv is
need?
fine.
Just an intelligence boost?
Yeah.
Because I can get him with a 19.
Briv does not need thine intelligence boost.
Okay,
either.
fine. Briv's all on his own.
I
Mommy,
just-
Briv
Briv starts
to it.
breast
Briv to it.
stroking towards.
At the same time, this giant planetoid is crashing down onto the crystal shard as you all shoot through the portal at the same time. You notice that it's an intricate set of locks and combinations, and all the shadow demons have gone through. The rest of the Beyond Heroes go through, and Briv, as he's swimming through limbo, with the shadow of this planetoid coming down on him, it starts erupting and breaking the crystal all around him and crushing the portal itself, and Briv just squeaks through at the last second as the portal shuts.
I give Briv a chest bump when he comes through. I'm like, all right, bring it in. Yeah.
Is there gravity on the next place?
There is gravity,
just
and
shoot
there's
off.
also a landslide of dirt and crystal debris that comes with Briv. Like, Briv is part of an avalanche of dirt and debris that comes through the portal before it shuts, and you see that it is a door, a very recognizable door, because you are in the city of doors. You are back in Sigil.
Yay!
Oh, gravity. Oh, thank the Phoenix. Let's
Why
don't
did
go
the
there again.
demons come to this place? Did we not follow them?
Where are they?
I wouldn't worry too much about them. I think the lady will handle that.
We don't.
Why
Nope, we
do I
don't.
taste marshmallows?
That was me.
What?
I would like
Secondhand
to,
marshmallow.
I would like to divine sense.
Yeah.
See if I can I can detect any celestials, fiends, or undead within
I mean,
6.
you sense them.
I'm like, they went that way.
I will
Like,
stand up and I will stumble after freely.
whichever way I think they are, go that way.
They're moving down an alleyway very quickly, dodging this way and that. They seem to have a very specific location they are trying to attempt to get to.
Guys, do you know what's this direction? I don't know this place, but you seem to. What's over there?
We know the layout of Sigil, right?
Vaguely, but it is constantly under reconstruction by the Dabus. The Dabus float around and they light different, lanterns in the city. They reconstruct it. They are these humanoid floating creatures that have two horns on their foreheads, one kind of curled like a ram, and one sort of like a goat at the same time, with a tuft of hair at the very top. And they are kind of have just kind of a flowing, not really a dress, I don't know how to describe it, robes, and they all look virtually identical. They are the keepers of the city of doors of Sigil, and servants of the Lady of Pain.
How many of these things are left?
Shadow demons, based on divine sense, I think you know that there's like 7 or 8 left. Yeah,
Is the one
yeah,
that
I
I'm
report
mind
that.
spiked still around?
you can sense it. Yes.
Okay,
How-
let's go that way. I
How
suppose.
close are they?
I recount whatever I know. So
I
They're very
described the
close.
one-
They jumped into a
close.
building.
Oh.
An apothecary.
Briv is heading toward the building.
mhm.
Do we
All right,
know
it says
laws
open.
of sigil?
It says open. It's open.
You do know the laws of Sigil.
Uh, Do they have any specific provisos we should know about?
Briv does
Or-
not care about laws.
Ruin everything.
Cracks open the door, and I hope a
Says-
bell rings.
Says the paladin.
Well, what are you
We
doing? in my,
answer to
what
a
are you doing
higher
in my
authority.
shop?
I am not a lawful paladin.
That's obvious.
Hello.
I
Thou
say
art
again.
harboring demons in this place, and thou shalt
Why-
suffer the
I
consequences.
don't know what demons you think I have in here,
Thou
but I
art
don't.
lying.
Oh, I know that voice.
Do you?
We know that voice, don't we?
Where
No.
are the demons?
Oh, okay.
I grab whatever looks the most expensive on a shelf.
Briv, no. Briv,
No.
we have to be careful
Ah.
here.
I
Demons?
very much advise your friend doesn't touch anything in my apothecary.
I
Yeah,
look for the
Follow
magical
the little
cowbell
All
that must
thou
be in
hast
here.
to do is tell me where the demons are, and I shall not touch anything.
I
don't-
can sense where one of the demons is. Where is the demon?
They immediately pass through the floor as they're running through the door.
Okay, can we do that too?
No, they're shadow demons.
Are they-
No.
just under the floor, or
Yeah, they're under the floor. I mean, B-Dave, you can sense where they are, and you, Alyndra, can sense that it went through the
What's
floor.
the
as
floor
well.
made out of?
Stone.
I run up to the nearest guardian of the city and I say, there
Mulder.
are shadow demons here.
Where is thine stairs? To
You
the
run
lo-
up to one of the Dabus and say that?
Yes.
Oh. There's this.
They do not belong. Tell someone who can help.
Okay.
Penelope, can you mold this floor? Can you
Yes.
open it for us?
Yes, I shall.
Great.
What are you doing to my shop?
Oh yes, I'm sorry. Hi, what's your name? My name's Penelope Affbine. Do you want to be my friend so that I can destroy your floor?
No,
As
I
she
don't
opens
want to
the
be your
floor-
friend. You just opened up an entire stone hole in my apothecary.
Do you want to be my friend so I can destroy your floor?
Is there a
I-
hole?
That's very Penelope.
Backhand several beacons and vials or whatever on the shelf, and then jump in the hole in the floor.
Briv?
Griff.
I have no patience for people who are harboring evil things.
Yeah, as soon as the
They're
hole's
not
open, Freely's through. He's like, "Good
harboring.
job, Penelope."
Sin
I'm
the
not
time.
impressed with your friendship or your weird orc friend. So please leave down the hole that you should have come out of.
Send the time to Everin. He will pay for this. We will return.
That
means-
son of
that
a
means we're
bitch.
That means we're gonna be paying for it. Hey,
Watch how
listen,
you talk about my father, and I jump in.
listen. We're really
Yeah,
sorry. We're after some demons because my god told me so. We'll be back to fix things, and I'll jump in the hole.
Perhaps you would like to buy some sundries or some apothecary items.
I'm still here. I'll buy it.
As soon as
A
I'm done
hand
with
comes
my
out
god
and grabs
work.
Penelope and pulls.
Ah!
A mage hand comes up and puts some coin on the thing and grabs something off the shelf and comes back down.
Okay.
You can tell me what I bought later.
It's a pickle.
Ah!
There you
Don't touch it.
This feels like last week.
go.
This is why I don't let primers into my shop. They're rude. You guys all fall down the hole that Penelope Halfling created, and you see the shadow demons running down what is essentially a sewer. Dave, you have a question.
The moment I see them, fairy fire, so they can't hide again.
Okay.
No shadows for you, shadow demons.
Dex 14, they have a chance to save against it, but I attempt to fairy fire them.
Man, this is rough for the shadow demons.
As that is happening, since we've got to be
heroes.
We got to be pretty close at this point. I'm flying after them. I see the fairy fire go off. Once of them within 30 feet, I'm channeling divinity, Radiance of the Dawn, and I'm going to radiate all of these things. But I need to be within 30 feet, so fly super fast.
Oh, so you're just like flying through the tunnel? Like Neo and the Matrix? Just like...
Less cool, but yes.
Hey, Neo wasn't a dragon.
He was
true.
not, but he was also better at flying.
We don't know. We haven't seen Matrix 4 yet. So
This is true. This is true. We don't know what
Spoiler
canon
alert.
is.
What a twist.
Yeah, Orkira is actually Neo. Yeah, she's flying towards them. Fairy fire goes off. Once I'm within 30 feet, my channel divinity goes off.
I'm going to let you do it.
Good. I pull out the book and I'm like, no, nowhere else. And they all need to make Constitution saving throws DC 15.
Okay. These poor shadow demons.
They
They're
shouldn't
just-
have gone demonic. It's just a bad choice.
I mean, it really
Tentacles
was kind of
always
like
come
a
after
signs
you.
kind of thing too, because they're shadow demons that can't be in the sun, and they went to a desert.
Yeah.
And
They did sort of bring this on themselves.
Kind of deserve it, yeah.
So if they save, they're going to take half of this radiant damage. But if they fail, they're going to take 25 radiant damage.
What's the DC?
Of DC Constitution DC 15.
Every single one failed. You see 5
25
more
radiant
of them explode with radiant fire. Just the radiation coming off of Orkira just dissipates them. There are a few shadow demons now left. Still at the pack is the one that's been mind spiked. One of them, the other two are surrounded by fairy fire, and they rise up out into the stone, up into the sky. So you can no longer reach them.
If I can sense where they are.
Hello.
What? Hello.
How are you?
Who is that?
Hey, what's your name? I'm Penelope. Do you want to be my friend?
There is this weird 3-legged frog standing upright.
He's
Don't
so
get-
ugly. I love him.
You really
Ah,
need to
that'd be
work
true.
on how you talk
I
to
mean,
your
quite ugly.
friends, Penelope.
Most of my friends don't have 3 arms or 6 arms. I mean, I have 3 arms on my left and another 3 on my right.
What are you
Thou
doing down
art
here?
a mighty ugly creature. Thou art hideous.
I am looking for an exit while a frog talks to us.
You're not seeing an exit immediately.
They went straight up through stone.
Yeah.
Penelope, grab your new frog friend. Can you reopen the way above us?
I don't remember closing it, but okay.
Well, we're in a different spot.
Yeah, you're in a different spot.
Okay. Yes.
You grab your frog friend?
Yes.
This is frog fractions now. Let's do this.
Thank you for... I guess
You
we're going now.
You seem very
So,
important. So now
Orkira
you're a
can
hero.
fly.
Let's go.
You can Misty Step. Freely, can you get
you-
yourself there if I help somebody else?
Well,
Or
how
either-
high is it?
No, it's climbable.
How-
The
Easily
stone
climbable?
erupts
Okay.
away and cobblestones just fall back down into the ground, so you can start climbing up.
I climb immediately. I do not hesitate. I do not
I'll
want
Misty
to
Step
fight.
back up. Yeah.
I'll grab
Fast.
Penelope as soon as she's done casting, and we'll fly through.
It's just, whew, man, your goddess is asking a lot.
How big
Briv
is this
looks
frog?
for stairs.
I grabbed Briv and Dimension Door up.
Wow. Wow.
Never mind on the Misty Step. Let's just get there.
You see 3 shadow demons, 2 standing on either side of one of these dapus that are just floating. The other one has its arm around it with a shadow blade.
Okay, wait. Hold on.
What does a Dabus look like? What is it?
They are, like, as I described before, the Dabus are just float in the air. They almost all look completely identical. They have 2 horns on their foreheads. One is like a ram horn. One is also kind of like a goat horn. And they have a white tuft of hair at the very top of their heads. And they are the caretakers of Sigil.
We know enough about this place to know that you mess with them and the lady in charge takes action, right?
That's correct.
Yeah,
Oh,
Orkira
standby.
just backs away. Like, oh, no, you don't have to worry about my god anymore. You got another god to worry about now.
They plunge the dagger directly into its heart and twist.
Oh.
And the shadow demons are smiling.
And I'm waiting to cower away from the person that should be showing up.
And I'm readying healing word.
What's happening?
I
You
would hit-
feel the ground tremble.
She's here.
And you see this almost bronzish, coppery figure, this gigantically impossibly tall woman, sort of floating off the air itself.
I'm on the ground. I'm
Her
covering my head.
entire dress is almost covered in blades and swords, and she has 3 chain-like weapons also flowing around her. And she seems to almost be, the way that she moves is almost like someone who is moving backwards but forwards at the same time, suspended in water.
I am on the ground. If I have a friend nearby who isn't on the ground, I'm like, down.
I will learn.
Briv
from
is not on the
Orkira
ground,
and
if
kneel
that
as
matters.
well.
Tell me,
Freely.
everyone. So that's what Orkira is doing. B. Dave, what are you doing?
Which, clarification, there are 2 shadow demons, and the one that did the stabbing is also a shadow demon or one of the mantis people?
Yeah, a shadow demon.
So there's 3 left.
There's 3 left, and they're smiling.
How far away is the lady?
She is right in the center of all of you. She appeared out the ether.
I guess what I'm saying is if I try and thunderwave these remaining shadow people, because screw these guys, will I hit the lady or not?
Oh.
I'm asking. I mean, I'm not stupid. I'm not going to be like, hey, God,
Who can
it's
say?
Ka-chow.
It's up to Freely. You probably won't, and you don't think that you can hurt her. In fact, you've never heard of her ever being hurt before.
Well, I don't want her to think that I was trying to, but either way, I'm gonna thunderwave the shadow demons. No, I've chased them across the plains.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean,
I'm like,
Briv is also
nah.
rushing forward.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter if I'm like simultaneously. It's fine if he gets Thunderwave too, but he's rushing forward to kill the Shadow Demons.
So you've not spent a tremendous amounts of time in Sigil, I'm going to say.
I ain't from around here.
Do you have any kind of arcana or history?
Who, Briv?
Yeah.
He is an
I
orc
mean-
of action also.
I absolutely am not trained or proficient in it, but
You can go ahead and roll with disadvantage.
Cast guidance.
I give guidance, yeah.
well, that's a 19 on the die there.
Got a really
Oh.
good roll.
And that's a 16, so I got a 16.
Okay. So you have heard tell of the Lady of Pain, but you do not know all of how the Lady of Pain works.
I mean, that's totally fine. Like, I genuinely, it could be a goddess
Yeah.
that stands is that I know of that is standing there. If
Yeah.
there's evil in front of him, he is still going towards the evil.
Okay, you're heading towards evil. Freely, you cast Thunder Wave.
24 on the thunder wave.
Oof.
Like right when she appears, I'm like,
The shadow demons fall to the ground. Their last bit of energy left, and the one that's been mind spiked is laughing, hilariously laughing.
What's so funny?
You're here now, and now we can get in.
What?
We succeeded.
do you mean?
There'll be more of us soon.
But not you, Eldritch Blast.
And we shall cut them down as well.
Is it like a head tap? Just a walk by gangster. Just
Yeah.
And don't forget.
You are
Yeah.
blessed.
Then turn to the Lady of Pain and bow.
does anyone look at the Lady of Pain?
No.
I'm not looking directly at her, no, but
Okay, well,
I'm.
So are the demons still there, or are they gone?
There's 2 dead and dying. If you want to go ahead and start slashing them, you
I
can.
am
But
Killing and destroying these demons.
Yeah,
Is-
you are.
And then once I am done with that work, I am going to very much so just turn and look at my surroundings, which would include the lady of whatever she's called.
Yeah.
Is the one that they stabbed, the Davos, is it still alive? Is it hurt?
It's dead.
How long has it been dead?
Oof.
That'd be too long.
Seconds. I mean, it's got to be.
This is a tricky thing.
I did say I had a healing word ready for it.
Orkira, if you want to do some weirdness, I will allow it. Penelope, what are you doing? How do you know this?
Well-
Everyone in the same order.
Penelope is, I guess she's confused because she doesn't know what this is, and she's just holding on to her frog friend and just kind of, I don't know. She doesn't know what to do. I mean, she'd probably listen to Orkira, maybe. But she's very curious,
So, do you look at the Lady of Pain?
probably.
Okay. Keen, what are you doing?
My head is down and I am kneeling. I am ready for action if must be, but I do take into account the greatness that is here, the leader of this city, and I abide as I would in the Eldritch Court.
Okay.
Is something so when Briv turns to look,
Yeah.
I guess you just need to tell me if something happens before he starts talking to her, because he absolutely will start talking to her.
You can start talking to her for role-playing purposes before you make eye contact.
Hail, my lady. We have taken care of these vile fiends in this city.
And as you lock eyes with Lady of Pain, your eyes roll all the way back in your skull and you float 2 feet off the ground. And it is just like a spotlight has been shined onto your soul and your mind, and you take an extreme amount of psychic damage. We're going to say 100 points of psychic damage rends your mind to pieces as you stare at the Lady of Pain. And as Penelope Halfhine also looks at the Lady of Pain.
It doesn't, though, because I dropped to 1 hit point.
Oh!
Point in time, I obviously, knowing this is a threat, bow my head and begin to strategize how I'm going to kill her.
Also, Penelope Halfpint, you take 100 points of psychic damage as your eyes roll up, and everything about you just floats floats for a moment above everybody else, as if you're in water, and your mind is torn to shreds.
I do not hesitate to not look up, but catch her body from hitting the ground.
Okay.
Yeah,
As the lifeless body of Penelope Halfpint falls to the ground, you grab her.
I was about to get up and go
Healing
for
word. Yeah.
Well, no, is she dead or is she?
It's
So
got
do you have more than 50 hit points?
Yeah, I've got 59. So
Okay,
Okay.
so
Yeah.
healing word brings her to 1
barely.
or more.
Yeah.
I start just rubbing my head, lay on
Yeah.
hands on myself.
You are definitely at disadvantage for everything. You've never felt like this before in all of your travels, Briv. You have been shaken. What do you do?
I'm taking my time this time, but wondering why I was attacked without provocation and trying to strategize on what I'm going to do to, retaliate or escape.
Those are your thoughts?
Yes.
Okay.
Is there anything that Orkira knows about the lady that would help? Is it going to be better to try to address her directly, or should I be
She has
frantically
never spoken to anyone ever. She has never been destroyed ever. The legends are that she has existed since the beginning of time and may be tied into the D&D multiverse itself. She may be the very center of the cog of the wheel.
So Orkira's just babbling over and over again. Sorry. And she's going to heal, still like not looking at the lady, going to heal Penelope, but she's just like out loud babbling. Just, I'm sorry. We're sorry. It's my fault. It was us. It's me. It's all me. My fault. Sorry. And I'll drop a level 3 Cure Wounds on you.
Who are we dealing with here? I'm shouting it out to my allies at this point in time.
Okay. Penelope
This is the
Half-Pint,
lady.
you
Val,
right now.
Briv. We'll discuss it later.
Penelope Half-Pint wakes up, and you are in a straitjacket. And your name isn't Penelope.
It's not.
No. Your name is Jessica.
My name's Jessica.
And you see that you are in some sort of padded room, and you, at the same time, a door opens to this padded room, and you see a man looking over his cell phone. He's got several pens in his pocket and a clipboard, and he's like, "How are we doing today, Jessica? Are you ready for your meds?"
No.
Meanwhile, B Dave, what are you doing?
Message to Orkira, because again, it's silent. I'm like looking, but I'm like just point at her. And I'm like, your God sent us. Tell her your God sent us. We're here to help. The Phoenix wanted to help. Tell her that the Phoenix sent you to help us.
I will, as I'm babbling, I'll switch immediately everything that he just said. The Phoenix sent us to help, but so this is all me. And I'm really sorry, and we're just we were sent to help. I'm still trying to heal Penelope, and I would go, if she's not awake, I'd stay by her, but I'll go over to Briv if it looks like she's waking up.
She's waking up. Her eyes are still rolled back in her head. Penelope Half-Pint, that image that you experience weeks in another world, and you and I will talk about what you experience. But you wake up back where you were several weeks ago in the city of Sigil. Briv,
I guide her head immediately away from the lady and cover her face with my body so she cannot see the woman.
And I've spread my wings, and I'm trying to just cover as many people as possible as I'm. You get 16 points of health back if that matters. But yeah, she is, and she's continuing to babble. I'm here because of the Phoenix. It sent me on a mission, and I'm really, really sorry. I'm not expecting an answer, just hoping that she goes away.
Briv, my expectation is Briv isn't going to kneel or anything like of that nature.
No,
You're
I'm
just trying to think of your next action.
I'm just averting my eyes, and as Orkira and all these folks start coming near me, I simply say, "What manner of place is this that we are attacked in such a way?"
You all see the Lady of Pain turn away from Briv, and she slowly seems to be growing transparent, but as she does so, you see the shadow of the Lady of Pain cast over Briv Stillmarrow, and all of his flesh disappears, almost evaporating, and you see just the skeleton of Briv Stillmarrow left, completely flayed, made of seemingly some kind of iron material, not a skeleton of a normal creature, not a skeleton of anything, any kind of race you've ever heard of. And you see that, and it still seems to be standing out of some force of will, and drops to the ground, and the Lady of Pain disappears.
All right. I run over to the skeleton. And I rummage around in my pack, and my hands are shaking, and I'm still like not looking where I think the lady is. And I pull out the diamonds, and I'm going to cast Revivify.
Okay.
I mean, am I dead at this point?
You are dead at this point.
Really?
You are cast. What is everyone doing right now?
Are there any of those other goat people around?
Yeah,
I'm
some of them already have begun repairing the holes in the street.
I stand up and I look around, and I message one of those, and I say, "More demons are coming. Prepare your defenses."
At this time, Orkira, how do you revivify Briv Stillmarrow?
So you're gonna have to see if this is something I can do, because revivify, I can do this within a minute of a creature dying, but it doesn't restore missing body parts. And so I was gonna cast it at 4th level and hope that maybe I could
Go ahead.
do something. It just happens. It's an action. I have the diamonds. They get consumed. I say the prayers, and I've got my hands on the skeleton, and I've stopped the litany of sorries to the lady, and I've switched back to the phoenix, and she'll be saying, "He was helping me with the thing that you sent, so please help, please."
Fire erupts all over Briv Stillmarrow and starts working backwards. The flames seem to be moving backwards, and as they do so, they circle this strange magical metal that you've never seen before as forms his entire skeleton. The flames are slowly growing back tissue, and you almost think you hear some kind of psychic screaming at the same time, and then Briv Stillmarrow is suddenly restored in a burst of flames. Briv, you've been somewhere for quite some time, and you've had flashbacks about what and who caused your condition. But you are back to 1 hit point and you are alive. But if you can be shook, you are shook.
I lay my hands on him. Lay on hands for my big old 10 hit points.
Yeah.
And I'm like, "Hey, welcome back, buddy. All right, you good? You okay? You really do have a metal skeleton. I thought you were joking about that."
And Briv just, at this point in time, if he's able to stand, which I'm assuming with 11 hit points he can, he's just going to get to his feet, puts his hand on Freely's shoulder, and then puts his hand for just a little bit longer on Orkira's shoulder, and then he's going to walk away from the group and just simply find some place to get something to drink.
Okay. You walk into the nearest establishment.
Sorry. I didn't think this was all gonna end with a different god showing up and doing all of that. Sorry.
What was our mission again?
Our mission was to drive out the things that did not belong.
Did we win?
I thought so.
I don't feel like we won.
Nope, we didn't. Nope.
Drove the demons from the place where they were.
Orkira's gonna close her eyes and
for evidence of what the demon was talking about. Has it caused any change here? Has it left any clue?
You are examining the scene, and it seems like their purpose was to instigate a fight with the Lady of Pain.
So the clue is perhaps our fallen friends and what they have seen?
No. I don't think they anticipated you surviving this encounter.
I'm gonna close my eyes, pray to the Phoenix again, and say, "Thanks for your help. Did we actually do what you wanted to do? You wanted us to do? Is that it?
Yes. But there will be much more. And Briv, as you are drinking at the bar and you look in the mirror, something has been unlocked inside of you. You know exactly where the person is who did this to you. And that's our adventure of Beyond Heroes. Thank you guys so much for watching this episode. You voted for Planescapers and you got Planescapers.
And
we are deep into
there was no
Planescape lore.
Farscape references anywhere, and I'm disappointed.
Well,
No, I'm
what
not.
was
That
our
was
version of frack? I totally forgot.
Frel. It was all frelling.
Frel,
Frellingness.
yes. Well,
No, that was
Frel.
amazing. That was amazing. I'm sorry. That was.
Thank you to my amazing cast and crew here. Penelope Half-Fight, Briv Stilmarrow for taking death in stride, TJ Storm for playing Keen Dea, Press Jennifer playing Alyndra Sarrbarand, B. Dave Walters playing Freely, and getting the rough introduction to the world of Planescape. I don't particularly like creatures that are all powerful and you can't do anything against, but
The lady who broke an edition.
You got 3 editions of lore where like, no, this is it. This is the bad. But fantastic role playing, and that was a blast and shocking.
Happy Thanksgiving.
And now we
Happy Thanksgiving.
Right now we have.
And now I
think-
just need everybody to vote for the adventure that's going to send us to get more diamonds, because I'm now out of diamonds for Revivify.
We're going to the ice cream and chocolate chip dimension. That's what we start with a plane of ice
We're
cream and
gonna
chocolate
need it.
chips.
Milkshake, rattle, and roll.
There first.
It demands
asked me, like,
cotton candy
Is there
explosion.
going to be a dark episode soon? You guys are so happy. I'm like, oh, well, so, Lady of Pain indicates. So for the next episode, you can vote right now if you go to Twitter. I believe. Lauren,
Are we getting like? Are we doing a Marvel thing? Like, do we have Jessica Jones and Wolverine happening? Is that? My mind is so boggled.
The skeleton itself is not actually metal; it's literally the marrow
Yeah.
inside,
my
and it
God.
comes out.
Ooh,
Yeah.
that's
Comes
cool.
out. So.
That's
No,
pretty
really,
cool.
Freely legit never believed you, by the way.
Even though you saw metal just form on my arm constantly.
I
and-
can do that. It's like Armor of Agathis. I can do that. Frost.
That's
See?
that's
Like,
awesome.
Yeah. The damage, because anything that gets exposed to the Lady of Pain's shadow, it becomes flayed instantaneously. And I figured that Briv Stilmarrow's natural reaction to that would be, well, if it can't react fast enough to that, it's going to cover the bones at least, to try to preserve something of him. So, Lauren Urban, what
Hi.
are our titles today?
Oh, well, after that, we've got 3 that you can choose from. Go to Twitter in about 5 minutes and you can choose, because I haven't posted it yet because it's right here and I still have to hit submit. I have to edit one of them because one of them is slightly too long. Everyone tastes like chicken. Yeah.
All right.
I need to get rid of 2 characters on that one. So if anyone has any suggestions, but
We
the title
all
is called
taste like chicken.
Everyone
okay.
tastes like beef.
Everyone tastes like corn.
Everyone tastes like chicken is one of the choices for the next episode. What's the next one?
You can vote for Death Knight, and that's spelled Night, or you can vote for The Villain.
All right, those are your choices. You can vote right now and decide where the Beyond Heroes go next.
I
Go
know
to
what
the
they will
one that
pick.
gives us diamonds.
I would just like the record to show I've been 100% right about what the people were going to pick every time, and now I know. Yeah, I know this one too.
All right, well, what is it? Come on, throw down.
No, don't put it out there, no.
that's,
All right. Thank
We're not
you
influence the voting.
everyone
Self-fulfilling
for
prophecy.
watching Beyond Heroes, and thanks again to this amazing cast of characters and for putting up with my insanity. Thank you so much for watching.
Thank you so much, everyone. Happy Thanksgiving.
Happy Thanksgiving.
Happy Thanksgiving.
I'm thankful for you guys.